Mr. MOTA AMARAL will speak on behalf of the European People Party Group.
Mr. President, distinguished parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Rosaira's report on the European social model is most timely and accurate. The rapporteur elaborates shortly but elegantly about the ESM and gives us a glimpse on its origin, its achievements, the challenges facing it, and formulates suggestions for reform which could strengthen and give it a new start. Our rapporteur is entitled to receive thanks and congratulations from the Assembly, and I'm very happy to perform this duty on my personal name and also in the name of the European People's Party Group, under whose privileges I take the floor in the beginning of this debate. The so-called ESM is a consequence of the wise commitment of the post-Second World War leaders in our old continent, countries, to build open, free and fair democratic societies in order to grant freedom, social justice and peace for generations to come. The unthinkable and unforgettable horrors of the war should never be repeated again in European soil. Public generalized education, a national health service and social security, together with laws protecting the rights of workers and their unions and promoting conditions for a fruitful social dialogue, are the cornerstones of the ESM. With it, an enhanced economic cooperation initiated with the Marshall Plan for the recovery of the devastations made by the war and culminated with the Treaty of Rome, Western European countries experienced a long period of economic progress and social and cultural change without historical precedents in previous centuries. There are, as our rapporteur correctly points out, some different formulations of the ESM, but it is indeed factual that a free market economy, balanced with an effective government intervention, in order to secure to all citizens social justice and the common well-being of our societies, has proved to be the best adequate environment for democracy in all its dimensions, political, economic, and social, and cultural. In fact, both democracy and the rule of law on one hand, and the social market economy on the other hand, are consequences of the full recognition of the paramount dignity of the human person and its inviolable freedom and rights. The proclamation of human rights needs to be tempered with recognition of the duties and obligations derived from them to other persons and to the society as a whole. The Greek philosopher long ago, in the origins of European culture, defined human being as zoon politikon. Winds of an egotistic individualism are damaging the fundamentals of our societies, which simply cannot survive without solidarity within their members, with neighboring societies, and between successive generations in each one of them. The recent crisis of international financial capitalism has grown as another serious threat to the ESM. We must not close our eyes to the scandalous inequalities derived from the existing unregulated globalization, which remains restricted to economic realities, capital and goods, not persons, and should be met by the globalization of human rights. The conventional wisdom imposed by neoliberal ideology is most advantageous for the happy few and is impoverishing the middle class and keeping millions and millions of men, women and children in the brink of poverty. Sometimes I wonder if the political discourse of the parties which build the ESM, Social Democrats and Christian Democrats, correctly addresses the doubts and fears of present-day citizens. The rise of extreme populistic and radical movements seems to be a negative reply. Reforms are needed for the new times we live in. Let us make them boldly, without losing the identity that made the greatness of Europe, to which our organization, the Council of Europe, stands as a beacon and its guardian. Thank you.